Welcome to Blooming Wildwood Homestead. This zucchini plant is looking great, but just a couple of weeks ago, that was a totally different story. So 2 days ago, when I was out watering, I noticed that there was a lot of leaf damage on this zucchini plant, as well as, I don't think you can really see it, but the one behind it that was brand new. And as I started looking a little more closely, trying to figure out what was going on, I found some cucumber beetles. Now, from everything that I have read, they are kind of hard to get rid of. First of all, that's terrible. And about the only natural way to take care of it is to pick them off the plant and squish them. That is what we've been doing for the last 2 days. The other suggestion that someone had made was to get some sticky traps. This, by the way, is like the best squishing tool. So, this is a hori, and it works great for digging out weeds, but it also is great for picking off and smushing bugs. Anyway, so what I had read online is that you can also use some sticky traps because these insects do fly. And I guess the object would be that the insects would get stuck to the sticky traps and it would help to eliminate some of them. So I'm just gonna do a final once over. And let me just tell you, these little boogers, they like to escape, and not only do you find them on the leaves, but they'll get down there right at the base of the stem, and they'll cut the whole thing off. So they're called cucumber beetles, but they get on cucumbers, different types of squash. Apparently you can also find them getting into corn, which I would not have guessed, and a variety of other plants. We had a cucumber plant that was looking great, and one day we came out, completely cut off at the bottom. There was nothing left. It was just the top was removed. We blamed it on the ant. However, now that we know that we have a problem with cucumber beetles, I'm not really sure that it was an ant issue, and I'm suspicious that the cucumber beetle just whacked it off at the stem. So I've kind of gone through here, and I think we're looking pretty good, at least for what I can see. Okay, so I figured we would take a look at the sticky trap that I purchased, and these are the yellow sticky trap, and it says that they're supposed to be super easy to use, supposed to last 12 weeks, so hopefully that will get through some of the cycles that we have here. And you use the twist wires to hang the yellow sticky traps in the desired location, or you can place this traps tightly on a stick and then stick it in the ground if it's used near trees and plants. So let's just see what we can find out here. It's supposed to work for a lot of other things too, like white flies and I don't know. I read about a bunch of things that it's supposed to take care of. This is kind of an experiment. We'll see if it works. But first, we've got to get into the package and see what's even in here. Okay. Well, we have 2 tiny holders. I'm not really sure what those are going to be good for. And it looks like we have the trap itself, which is pretty good size, and it does come pre-cut with a hole up at the top and then some twisty ties to hold it onto a stake. So I thought, when they showed the picture online, I thought these holders were a lot larger than they are. Those are so small, I don't know what those are supposed to do. I think you could get one bug on there, and that's not what we're after here. That's ridiculous. So, let's see. Okay. So it looks like each sticky trap has a protective covering on both sides so that you can handle it and get it hung up where you want it to go. I think I'm gonna go find some sticks, and then we'll go ahead and put this, tie this to the stick, and I'll take the paper off both sides and maybe put a couple of them in the bed, and then we'll check back in a couple of days and see, or maybe even actually later today, and see if any of them have caught any of our cucumber beetles, and cross our fingers that this is going to at least help. Because if you have any number of squash and cucumber plants, it's a lot of work trying to pick all the bugs off, and I'm pretty sure every time I go to find the bugs, I'm missing a whole bunch because they like to hide down in the stem, kind of towards the dirt. They sit down there and kind of burrow around, so you can't even get all of the bugs that you're trying to get. So I'm gonna go find some sticks and I'll be right back. Okay, well, figured these little guys out. So it's going to go like that and hold them, and then I'm going to try to carefully, I feel like this could be a disaster to be completely honest, but we'll see. I'm going to carefully peel off the protective coating, which does not really want to come off very easily. I feel like, have you ever used the, I don't know, those fly traps that, you know, hang down from the ceiling in your kitchen sometimes? Hopefully I'm not the only one who's done that. And they're super sticky, and you go to try to take it down and your hands are all nasty from the stickiness. That's what I feel like this is kind of like. Come on. Well, that's going well. Okay, one side down. Now the sun's coming up over the hill here, so pretty soon you won't be able to see. It's gonna be fine. I think it might just be a little easier to hang it on a stick and unpeel both sides of the sticky trap at the same time. That's what I'm gonna do for some squash that I have in a, that we have in a lower, in a different area. Oh my goodness. It's all fine. It's all fine. Because this is kind of ridiculous here. After all this, it better catch something. That's all I have to say. Okay. Here we are. I think I'm gonna put it like this. And hope that they fly into it and stick. Oh, I just saw one. See, this is the problem. If you're really brave, you should smush them with your hands, but sometimes I can do it, and sometimes I get a little meh. All right, well, we're gonna see if that guy gets anything. So here we are, about mid-afternoon, and as you can see, the sticky has actually caught a few bugs, but earlier this morning I saw them flying on and then getting off. So I don't know if it's gonna be sticky enough, but it's making some progress. Let's see what we got down here. Down here, we've got some leaf hoppers. That's about it.